Hi guys, it's John Mansell, exboozehound. Hope you're well. The thing I decided I'm going to call this vlog a strange place. I may call it a strange managed place, but we'll see. I want to start this vlog by shamelessly plugging my book. It's available on Amazon, both Kindle edition and paperback. It's kept short because I know, like myself, other people with mental health issues have a lack of concentration. So it's kept quite short purposely. It's called the A to Z Guide of Navigating Mental Illness, Addiction and Associated Issues. There's a little photograph on the front, which is one of my photographs, which is footprints in the sand, which I thought was quite apt, taking those steps. And I'm very proud that I managed to get myself together to get it published after starting it over 2 years ago. I'm very proud of the reviews that it's already got, most of them being 5 stars. And I'm also proud of a situation that happened yesterday. A friend of mine who was struggling with something sent me a text. We were chatting on text. I knew he'd bought the book, and I said, well, go away dude and have a look at the entry for C, which is C for change. And he came back and said something along the lines of he forgot how useful he finds my philosophy, me philosophy. So I know it works. The book's there, can be read all in one go, or it can be dipped in and out. And if you've ever found my vlogs or blogs or anything I've ever done useful and helpful, then please go and buy a book, whether it's Kindle or paperback, and give me a review on Amazon to help me sell more. Okay, in a strange place. Yesterday I posted on social media something along these lines. Sometimes we have to pick our battles carefully. I'm supposed to be doing a Zoom meeting today, but I have decided it's a battle too far for my current mental state of mind. I've been to the gym and I've now got to rest. I know this to be true because I know me and I know my illness. And then the hashtags I used were hashtag look after yourself first, hashtag pick your battles, and my usual one, hashtag mentally ill, no shame whatsoever. I'm going to pick the phone up now just in case it falls off like it did a few times back. So I was due to do a Zoom meeting yesterday with something invited by the NHS. I did a couple of Zoom meetings last week. One of them was NHS, and I can't remember what the other one was. And I found them inspiring, I found them interesting, but I also found them triggery and left me with far too many thoughts going through my head. The strange place I find myself in at the moment is strange but managed place, shall we say, is I've mentioned this loads of times before. I just feel disconnected from life and disconnected from emotions and people. I'm struggling to connect with people. If you know me, you know that I know my illness well. I am trying to manage the situation by taking things easy. And also, I like to find a metaphor, and I don't even think metaphors are the right word for it, but what I like to do is physicalise the situation, the mental torment that we can find ourselves in. And for some reason, this came to me this morning, that it's like You know, when you watch the Olympics and you watch the start of the 100 metres, and you know that it must be such an adrenaline-filled moment for the competitors, because they're in the blocks and they've got to wait for that gun. And people often go too early because of the anticipation. And I believe these days that if you go too early twice, you get disqualified. And I'm trying to liken the place I'm in to that situation. So at the moment, I'm sitting there, I'm in the blocks, and I'm anticipating a race ahead of me. Now, this race I'm either going to do really well in, or I'm going to fuck it up. If, while I'm in those blocks, I shoot out of the blocks too early, I'm going to be disqualified. Now, if I bring that back to my mental health situation at the moment, I've got to find the right time. I've got to find the battles to pick, the things I should do and the things I shouldn't do. If I try and burst out of the blocks too soon and do too much, I'm going to be disqualified from life. I'm going to be stuck in a room, not wanting to go anywhere, feeling horrendous about myself. And that's the strange thing as well, just going back to the start, I've got all those things that I said I was proud about, but at the moment my demons are attacking me again to say what a worthless waste of time that I am. I don't want you to feel sorry for me, it's just the way it is. And they're telling me that I've missed out on life, a lot of life, because of my mental health issues and my addiction issues. Anyway, let's get back to it. So you got the runners in the blocks. At this stage, I am in those blocks with that anticipation, with that anxiety of when that gun's going to go off. If I go too soon, I'm going to be disqualified, and they're disqualified from the race. I'm disqualified from life, because if I do stuff that tips me over the edge, for a time I will be in a low period that I have to find a way to get out. If I wait, however, and react to the gun and go at the right time, if a runner, say for example, reacts a split second after everybody else, he's got an uphill battle, or she's got an uphill battle, because 100 metres is such a short pace of time. However, he's still in the race, or she's still in the race, and now they can work with all the training and everything they've done over the years to make them the athlete that they are. So just holding back that little bit of time and making sure that things are right and not going until the gun goes off means they've got a chance still to win the race. I'm pretty sure we've seen Usain Bolt who's not reacted initially to the gun, but he still wins the race. Now, with me and my mental health issues and your mental health issues, I've got to know when the right time is to react. I'm not going to react too early because I don't want to be disqualified from life. I'm going to react when it's the right time. And at the moment, I have no certainty of what that right time is. Just like the runners, the delays can be different times. But if I do delay my running just out there and doing stuff left, right and centre, I've got a stronger chance of being able to manage this strange place that I'm in. I know I'm teetering on the edge of a low period. I've got another Zoom meeting that I'm meant to be doing today, and again, if I'm honest, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to do it. Now, people might think that I'm letting people down. I'm not letting people down. I'm just one person out of a group of people that are meant to be meeting on Zoom. Yes, opinionated, pain in the arse sort of person that's got some, real views and very useful information to give people. But I honestly cannot take any more information into my mind at the moment, because it's going to overload, and it's going to overwhelm me, and it's going to push me over the edge. Another thing with regard to the Zoom meetings that I have been doing, they are inspiring, they are amazing, and you get to speak to people who are dedicated to making the systems and mental health systems much better, and it's great to see. But one of the things that I'm finding difficult is I come away from the Zoom meetings partly inspired, but partly devastated that the same things are being talked about in 2020 as they were when I had my mental breakdown in 2013 and got involved with the CCG, NHS, Health Watch Dudley, the police, the council and stuff like that. I know the people within those organisations are dedicated to making a difference, but to go back after such a time away from these sort of meetings and see that we're still talking about the same things over and over again, I find it quite devastating and triggery, and that's probably why I'm avoiding those. I didn't plan to say that, but although I know there's some amazing dedicated people out there who run the system, it's devastating to see 6 to 7 years on that we're still talking about the same stuff, and still the right stuff's not being done. We always get down to this thing, well, what are we going to do about waiting lists? And they say, well, there's nothing we can do about waiting lists because we haven't got the funding. But if you can't do anything about the waiting lists, then what's the point in trying to fix the rest of it? Because the waiting lists are one of the things that are destroying people, destroying people's confidence in the system. And once your confidence in the system is destroyed, it's very, very difficult to get back. Anyway, I've gone a bit off track. So, I'm in a strange place. I know I've got to be careful. Some people might think I'm being a little bit of a pussy, backing off from things. But I know me, and I know my illness. And those of you that know me will know that I'm doing the right thing. And hopefully this vlog as well, if you do watch it, it'll give you the strength to be able to say no to stuff. Because if you don't say no, and you just keep doing thing after thing after thing after thing, there's only one thing that's going to happen. Inevitably, you will get overloaded, you will get overwhelmed, and you will end up in a low period. So it is important that you make sure you look after yourself first. You pick your battles, and you can be mentally ill and have no shame whatsoever. Anyway, it's coming up to 14 minutes, so I think, going to call it a strange but managed place, because I am managing. And managing is an important word to me, because I don't like the word control, and that's in the book actually, the A to Z Guide. There is no such thing as control, and not just with mental health issues, with life. Is there anything in this world that we ever control 100%? I would say no. So if we can't control stuff, then we have to manage the situations around ourselves to make sure we don't end up in a pile of shit again. Anyway, if you can't, have a look. If you go onto Amazon, search on Amazon of your country, search for either exboozehound or John Mansell. That's John without the H, JON MANSELL, and you will see a couple of books. This one's called the A to Z Guide. of navigating mental illness, addiction, and associated issues, you can choose the Kindle version or the paperback. And if you can support me in this way, that'd be absolutely fantastic. I hope what I've said in this vlog has been helpful, and I'll catch you soon. Enjoy the good and ride out the bad, and keep going. See you later. Bye bye.